Good morning, everyone. Let's see how the market responds today. Big move so far in the pre-market. Overall, my bias for today and tomorrow, I believe that the market is going to have a substantial bounce sometime either today or tomorrow. Intraday today, we could continue falling lower, but my bias is going to be leaning towards the long side. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, guys. All right, so we see that the NASDAQ is holding very, very perfectly at 303.53. Perfect, literally on the dot. So if we break down below that and close, the next level of support is going to be 302.6 on the NASDAQ. And now we see you guys ready? All right. Let's see a close above 303.50. And we're going to get into the light QQQ calls with a low of day stop loss. But we're wicking at resistance at the moment, so it's not a safe long opportunity. No, I'm not holding anything yet. We're still at resistance, so I don't want to get chopped out. As you can see, they made that's why we don't go long just yet. Ideally, either this support holds or we break above resistance. Just being patient here so far. New low of day. 302.6, very, very major support. All right, I'm gonna grab very light QQQ at the money calls, very light. 303 calls. Let's see if we can get a bounce above these levels. Low of day stop loss. If this doesn't hold, it is what it is. But everything fell to support. Very, very tight play. We want to see it not close below low of day. So far, it's holding. Market feels very, very heavy. But this is a solid trade. We're basically holding and we're playing the low of day. All right, I'm going to close out of these. Let's see if we can re-enter on a better opportunity, but this was a L so far. Exited out of these. We didn't hold low of day. So far, the market seems like it wants to continue falling. That was a solid longing opportunity. They didn't allow it to bounce. So let's see which way they bring the market. Tesla is making new lows. Other stocks are bouncing pretty hard though. Interesting. Tesla lawsuit. I'm looking to enter QQQ puts at the money. QQQ puts with a 399 stop loss. I'm waiting for a closer tap to resistance before entering. This would also be a tight play. I'm going to enter very, very light QQQ 399. Sorry, 398 at the money puts with a 399 stop loss. Very, very tight. Very, very tight, small play. Let's see if this level of resistance holds and we continue falling lower. Very, very tight. So far, they've rewarded bears. We did have follow throughs to the downside and a very, very bullish play. Did not work out. And we continue falling lower. So let's see if that trend continues or if they break it above. If we get a close above this, then I'm going to sell. Oh, nice. Showing strength. All right, let's close out of these. Market seems to be bouncing a bit. Now we just wait. Let's just see which levels are going to act as clear resistance and support. Market is showing strength, but VWAP is acting as resistance. So nice. Market is showing strength. 399.5 closed above. Weakness out of Tesla is not that important to the market at the moment. The rest of the tech stocks are showing strength. Everything's now trading above resistance or at resistance here. They're making this a very good long opportunity, but it could just be a perfect fake out. We need the market to close. We need the NASDAQ to show strength above 303.50, or any of these bullish moves are just fake. That's essentially what we're waiting for, a clear cut close above resistance. Okay. All right, so NASDAQ's making a high of day, SPY's making a high of day. All right, let's see if this can hold here. All right, so let's get into September 9th at the money QQQ calls. Sorry, September 6th at the money QQQ calls. I'm going to hold on to these and basically have a stop loss of 303.53. And this is going to be a sort of safer play. 1 second, I'm going to let you guys know when I'm entering. I'm going to be looking to hold these with some wiggle room. I'm going to let you guys know when I enter. At the money QQQ calls with it. Basically, I'll let you guys know what the stop loss is when I enter, but that is my thought process. As we have this big move to the upside, I want to hold with some wiggle room as we continue higher. I would be shocked to see them make a new low of day after making a huge green candle like this. All right, I'm buying at the money QQ calls for September 6th. You could buy them for a shorter dated, but basically the stop loss is going to be 303.50. And this should be good. If this isn't, then it's fine because we bought the September 6th contracts. Shouldn't be that hefty. But yeah, we're giving it some wiggle room so that we don't get chopped around. But this is clearly a very, very strong, solid move to the upside. And now we just need to see if the prior levels of resistance are going to hold as support. If not, then we will wait for more direction. But this is a textbook play you have to take. And if it doesn't work, it is what it is. So you could get shorter dated contracts, but the September 6th is the safest. Need more. If we get a close above 304.5, then these are gonna start flying. But so far, this doesn't mean anything. This is just technically a good opportunity to go short. Unless we get a close above the prior highs, then this is still just a fake out. That's why we got the longer dated contracts to be safe, to give us some wiggle room. But the SPY closed above a high of day, but the NASDAQ is still holding above, or still holding right below resistance. So we need some closes above these levels here. But so far, so good. We are very, very far away from 303.5 now. So it's good. So far, we just had a wick above high of day. Still not a close above high of day yet. It's trying to really, it's like knocking at the door. But the longer we knock, the more bearish it is. We need a nice, strong close, quick, or else this is going to be a move to the downside. So let's see, in the next few minutes, we need to see a close above this 304.5 level. Otherwise, they can definitely bring it all the way back down to 303.3. This is a very important candle. This is going to be a very, very important candle. This one and the next candle is going to be very, very important. All right, we technically got to close above 30 whatever, 304.5, but not high of day yet. Still just small little upside candles, nothing crazy just yet. They're trying to get people bullish. This is the issue here. I don't really like this price action. I want a nice strong close above 304.5 with continued strength. Ideally, we get a close above 304.85, then it's a wrap. Then this is going to start flying. Also, the SPY has resistance at 401.24. Two major levels of resistance right overhead. The IWM is also trying to close above high of day. So everything is just teetering at resistance here. So far, bullish momentum, but this is not, it's not moving fast enough. We have an uptrend. A break of this uptrend level could be a good shorting opportunity. I don't like this weakness here. Definitely now probably should be a time where people have like increase your stop loss to break even. Even if we do fall back down to 303.5, we can end up just longing again. But definitely, I'm not too fond of this weakness at resistance here. We can always re-enter at a later time. So just make sure that you guys aren't allowing this to go substantially red. So we're consolidating here at resistance. The odds of us breaking high with a consolidation at resistance is technically very, very low. But if we do break higher like we are right now, if we get a close above this high of day, then that is, it doesn't often happen. So if we do, then that's going to be a very, very bullish sign. But as you can see, there's still, it's having trouble here. Contracts are hovering around 5 to 7%. So Apple still has resistance at 160.5 as well. We get a close above 160.5 on Apple. That could be really good for us. Let me draw out this uptrend here. Yeah, this isn't looking too bullish. So yeah, definitely look to secure some profits. secure some profits. Don't allow this to go substantially red if you want to hold on to runners. $304 is still major support. We could either bounce off of 304 or we could fall right back down to 303.5. But yeah, like I was saying, this consolidation at resistance was not a good sign. So let's see if we can hold this 304 level. Broke the uptrend. Wick down. Technically, we broke the uptrend. But this is a bullish candle so far. Let's see if they bring it right back down to around 303.80-ish to get a retest of this low of wick and then a continuation higher. If we can hold above this lower wick and we get a close above this candle here, then this was just a fake out to the downside. And they made a lot of people bearish. So that's what we need to be looking at. Many people became very bearish as the uptrend on the NASDAQ just broke to the downside. So now let's see. If they can hold this above 304 and above this 303.80 level, this would be really good. But the momentum is starting to stagnate. The momentum is starting to stagnate, but this let's see. Now we're just holding. Yep, so the longer we stay at resistance, the worse it is for a move to the upside. The IWM is about to make a new low. It's 20 cents away from new low. Apple is still holding above 160. Back down to this 303.5 level. Momentum is too bearish to go long right now. It'd be trying to catch a falling knife. This should continue falling lower. this is going to be a very aggressive trade, pretty risky trade if we take this. This is basically going to be, I'm looking to short with a 303.5 stop loss to see if this momentum to the downside can continue. 303.6, 303.7-ish as a stop loss for puts. But so far, it looks like support is holding, and if we get a close above this, all right. All right, I'm going to get into light QQQ puts, 303.8 stop loss. Very, very tight play to the downside. Should be fine. But we're rejecting at resistances here. We can continue falling lower. If we don't, it is what it is. But momentum is pretty bearish. We should see 302.6. So let's see what happens. This is, again, it's a textbook shorting opportunity. So if this doesn't work, once again, it is what it is. Ooh. This is good. This is up almost 15%. Taking some profits and leaving runners now here. And now we're just going to allow this to go and hold at break even. Close below, but again, this could be a good opportunity for them to make people very, very bearish. So this right here, what we're seeing right now on the minute chart, could be a very, very good longing opportunity. This could be a bear trap. But now make sure you guys have taken profits and you're leaving runners. But as you can see, we closed below this low candle right here, and many people that missed out on this big move just became very bearish. So this could be a good opportunity for people for them to rip it upwards. But regardless, we see the paint on the wall. We see that things look bearish. That's why we took those shorts. And if we do bounce from here, it is what it is. We can go long and look for longs above 303.5 and 304 again on the NASDAQ. But so far, we were showing resistance at those levels, and that's why we ended up going short. It was also coinciding with the 1 minute 50 SMA. We saw a lot of resistance at the 50 SMA on the 1 minute chart as well. And now we see resistance here at the 200 and the VWAP. This is actually a good longing opportunity. Now it's a matter of, do we want to hold our runners or enter into longs? And the answer is holding on to runners so far. All right, so they wicked it below support. If we get a close below support, that'd be fantastic. But again, they on this candle here so far, they made people very, very bearish. But ideally, we want to. Ooh, this is a very bullish candle. They made many, many people very, very bearish on that move down. If we close and then bounce higher, this is a very, very bullish move. For bears, we want it. We obviously don't want to see this turn green. We want it to be red. All right, we're still failing at resistance, but this is a very, very bullish candle. Wow. Maybe if we get a retest closer to 303, we can enter long. Let's see how we respond. But yeah, we've just been keeping it very simple. 303.5 was a major level of resistance. We should be bearish below that level and bullish above it, in my opinion, for today. 303.5 on the NASDAQ and 399.5 on the SPY. That's a very, very important, clear level for today. Bullish above, bearish below. Are we just going to range now? 302.6 is major support. If we can break below that on the NASDAQ, then that would be ideal. And then we can potentially see a new low of day. But there's a lot of different support zones within 302 to 302.6. There's at least 3 major zones of support below those levels. Yeah, if we can... I'd be very surprised if they can actually bring it down low. This is going to be so weak if they bring it down lower here. But 302.6 is acting as support currently. They're making it very simple for people to go long. This is a textbook longing opportunity, in my opinion. This is a textbook longing opportunity for a scalp. So if they don't allow this to work, that is going to be very, very bearish, because this is like the best opportunity to go long that bulls have had all day. Absolutely the #1 opportunity to go long the entire day, in my opinion. We can grab... We can grab September 2nd. 304 calls at the money with a 302.6 stop loss. We can hold these as a hedge for our puts. And if we break above higher, that'd be great. So I'm in September 2nd, 304 calls with a 302.6 stop loss as a hedge for our runners that we're holding. And if the runners, basically, if we close above resistance, we're still going to be holding on to the 304 calls. And if the runners end up becoming red, then we can close out on those. But this is, once again, this is a textbook longing opportunity for bulls. Was the most bullish opportunity for bulls all day. All right. Okay. So. All right. So far these calls are working. If we get a close above 303.75, I'm going to close out on the puts. I have not closed out on the puts just yet. But yeah, those are the levels. We get a close above 303.75, 303.8. Then we're back to being bullish. But we're holding on to the September 2nd calls as a hedge for our puts. Because personally, I do believe that that was the most bullish opportunity that they gave bulls to buy a dip all day. So we have to have some sort of long in our portfolio at the moment. It doesn't need to be aggressive. It doesn't need to be 0 DTE, but we have to see if we can bounce off of those lows. If that doesn't work, then our put runners are going to be very good. So we didn't get a close above 303.8. Closing out of the September 2nd calls. Oh my god. All right, if we get a close below 302.6, then I'm gonna close out of the calls, and these puts are gonna be up huge. All right, I'm closing out the calls. This is very, very bad. This is actually very, very weak. Wow. This is very, very weak. Holy crap. That is not a good sign for the stock market at the moment. Oh my goodness. If you guys took the puts, oh my goodness. I was not expecting this much weakness. I did not think we were going to break below 302.6. That is really, really wild. That's very, very weak. Wow. All right, so the puts are up almost 50% at this point. So now basically what we need to see is if we can hold below 302.88, then this could continue to cascade down. But on the puts, 302.88 is a major level of resistance. This is actually really, really disgusting. Wow. This is another very bullish opportunity. This is another 100% very, very bullish bouncing opportunity. And 302.88 is major resistance. We should see a tap of 302.88 on this move. If we don't see a tap of 302.88 on this move to the upside, then that would be very, very abnormally weak. But we've already been showing a lot of abnormal weakness so far for the day. So that could continue. Puts are back up almost 50%. Here we go. Let's! All right, take some profit and leaving runners. Bounce right back down to 302. So 302 is going to act as a major support, and as soon as we hit 302, we bounce very, very hard. Like I said, if we don't get a retest of 302.88 on any of these little bounces that we're seeing right now, that is really, really, really abnormal weakness. What bulls want is a close above 302.70, 302.80 to go long. All right. You got the tap. Got the retest of resistance. Bulls now basically want it to hold 302.5. 302.5 basically needs to hold. If you're bullish, if you want to go scalp long, basically the level that you want to hold it above is 302.5 for a continued move to the upside. Again, this is, you can trade either way right now. Bulls, you can go long with 302.5 stop loss and have a continued move to the upside, but the market has just been acting very, very bearish. Damn, this is, feels nice to be short. It's just so easy. It just feels so much easier. Yeah, so they're holding that level of support. Make sure that you guys are scaling out of your runners. The runners are still up almost 15% at least. We're not getting closes above 302.88. We're wicking. So this is another good shorting opportunity. A tight short if you want to enter and basically have a stop loss at 303.17, 303.20. But they're holding support. Basically, I'm not looking to enter anything new until we get a close above 303.5, or we basically you know, we're just going to keep on holding our puts. But I'm not looking to enter any longs until we break and hold above resistance, because every longing opportunity, they've just brought it down and made people more bearish. As you know, they brought it down. Continuing to fail to close at resistance here. Yeah, the market right now is acting really, really garbage and choppy right now. The contracts are back up over 50%. Market is acting garbage. Every single good longing opportunity, they've just reversed it on bulls. That is disgusting. This is actually really, really terrible. This is the 1 minute chart on the NASDAQ. If this breaks low of day, I'm going to let's see. No way. No way they break low of day. This is gonna be ridiculous. No way. No way. Wow. Contracts are up almost 60%. Back retested 302 again. This is wow. Yeah, people that are trying to short here are maniacs. You're basically just trying to short here with like huge momentum to the downside. It's not a good shorting opportunity. You're basically sitting right at support. It's not a good time to short. It is technically a much, much better time to go long. Trading is a numbers game. The more bullets in the chamber you have, the more bullets you have to aim at your target, and then eventually one of them is going to hit. That is really no way. If this doesn't hold, what the hell is happening right now? If this wow, I can't even speak. This is very, very abnormal weakness. Abnormal, very abnormal. All right. I mean, this is not a time to go short. If they continue bringing the market down, I would just be pretty shocked. This is a longing opportunity. I thought we were going to get stopped out on the last time we touched 302. Wow. Yeah, this doesn't make any sense. This doesn't make any sense to me. I'm gonna grab September 6th at the money QQQ calls with a 302 stop loss. It just doesn't make any sense. 301.90 stop loss. Sorry. September 6th QQQ 3032 at the money calls. this this is a hedge for the puts. I'm still holding on to the runners. We are well in profit, but this is just a hedge because this weakness doesn't seem real to me. No way. Okay. If they do not allow this to break higher and they don't allow a close above 302.6, this can be a huge bearish day. Holy crap. Goodness gracious. All right, if we get a close below low of day, I'm out of these calls. But this is so bearish. This makes absolutely, I mean, it makes sense, but damn, this is really disgusting price action. All right, I'm out of these. Oh my goodness. No way. All right. All right, 301.5, major support. Hit right down to 301.56. Very major support. Oh, it doesn't even make. Wow. They are not allowing any solid longing opportunities to work at all. This is this is disgustingly bearish. This is very similar to March and a few months ago when the market started cascading. There was just absolute weakness, and that's what we're seeing right now. Wow, this is really crazy. I want to see this close back below 301.56. That'd be great. Contracts hit 70%. But if we can break down below, this can be 100%. But it doesn't. I'm trying to catch bottoms with longer dated calls as hedges. But this has just been smothering weakness for the puts. Really crazy. Apple 159.10 is support. Tesla is also holding support. This is crazy. They've made 3 really, really good longing opportunities. And all 3, they were up about 7%. But that was it. After that, they were never... Are we about to make a new low of day and close below 301.5? If that happens, then this is going to be really, really insane. No way. Can we see 100%? Are we going to see 100% on these puts? Damn. What the hell? This is not normal weakness, guys. This is not normal weakness right now. Holy crap. Contracts are up almost 90%. Contracts are up almost 90%. Oh my god. Yo, it's just so easy to just go short. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. Damn, this is really nice. This is very, very nice. This is very, very nice. Let's see 100%. Let's see 100%. This is wild. This is wild. If you guys made money on the puts, drop a 1. If you guys made money on these plays, if you guys are up for the day, put a 1 in the chat. That's what I want to know. If you guys made money for the day. If you guys made money for the day, put a 1 in the chat. If you guys are green, drop a 1. Drop a 1. I want to see 1s in all of the chats. Like these, like the stream, like my stream on TikTok, on Instagram, everything. 1s, 1s, 1s. Beautiful. Good job, guys. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Good stuff. Good stuff, guys. So they reversed it right basically as this cascaded down. Many people became very, very bearish and they just ripped it to the upside. So now let's see if they can continue to sustain this move to the upside. And then once, basically, if we can hold, if we can hold 301.5, if we get a retest of that level, it would be ideal. Then we could go long there. But it doesn't look like that's going to happen. It looks like we missed a longing opportunity. 301.80-ish is a level that bulls want this to hold. But this is pretty ridiculous. The scalps to the call side, the scalps to the long side are only 1 or 2 minutes. So you have to be very, very quick. And then it's not really worth it if you don't take profits quick enough. But overall, the momentum has just been super, super bearish. All right, we came back and tested through a 1.7. Came back and tested through a 1.8. Basically on the NASDAQ just now. And basically this is what bulls wanted for a continuation to the upside. But so far what we've seen is any of these bullish moves has just not been sustainable. So it makes sense to just continue adding short at resistance levels that we have. That is kind of scary. That is pretty scary. I'm gonna put 555 because I just made 5K off those puts. Biggest day ever for me. Congrats, man. Congratulations. Welcome. More to come. This is aggressive. No, this is damn, this is pretty aggressive. The downside. They're just shorting every yuck. This, oh my god, they're shorting every resistance. No way. All right, let's get 200% on stream. Let's get a 200% play on stream. Momentum is way too bearish to try to catch this knife. Double tap the low of day. Tesla's making new lows. Tesla's making way new lows. Contracts are up over 100%. Contracts are up over 100%. What bulls, sorry, screw bulls. What bears want is this to hold below 301.5. And then we can continue. The downward target is going to be 300.8. But these contracts are up 100%. If you want to just leave for the rest of the day, you should. Obviously, the first few plays in the day weren't perfect. And also these little hedges that I tried doing with the longer dated calls also didn't work. Well, they worked. But they worked basically 5 to 7% for each of those plays. So basically what I do with these hedges is so I get into all right, I have to try to explain to you guys what I do when I have like different positions and different directions of what I'm trying to do, but I'm just happy that you guys made money. So regardless of what was happening, I'm just happy you guys are green for the day. Once again, I mean, this is just another good, safe longing opportunity, but so far what we've seen is they have not rewarded bulls at all. And at this point, it's not very safe to try to long anything. So right now, guys, it's not very, very safe to try to long anything aggressively until the NASDAQ breaks back above 303.5. Any longing opportunity are it's only going to last very, very quick. And I'm not sure if it's worth sharing, because then it, like on days like today when the overall momentum is very, very bearish, but if we're fast enough to catch the bottoms, then we can still scalp to the upside as well. But that might be too confusing and it would be too sporadic for people. So I don't want to really do that on stream, but this is exactly what I'd be doing alone. So basically what you guys have to do now is optimize for execution speed. Because there's days like today where I would love to be scalping to the upside, holding on to the overall puts as we're still holding on to the puts, scalp to the upside for the little bounces. But if you guys can optimize for execution speed, then we can do that. But otherwise, managing two different directions is going to be an issue. And also you guys would need to understand how to allocate to each position in terms of your portfolio risk. Even these little bounces that we get to the upside, these are easy 20, at least 15 to 20% plays, at least. So it is what it is. There's money to be made either direction all throughout the day. So, but what we're seeing here is the SPY is still failing to close above resistance. The NASDAQ is still failing to close above 302. If this candle does not close above 302, that's going to be very, very bearish. If this candle on the NASDAQ doesn't close above 302, that's going to be very bearish. But let's see. I'd be surprised, but I've been pretty surprised all day, to be honest. So sorry guys, I haven't been looking at the chats or anything like that literally like the entire stream. So obviously like I'm usually much more engaged, but today I apologize for not being engaged. But yeah, if you guys can make your buy and sell orders literally like 1 or 2 clicks away, that makes your trading much easier. Momentum is still bearish, but this is a really good longing opportunity. This is a very good longing opportunity on the NASDAQ, basically holding 3017 as a stop loss. Quick scalp to the upside, 100%. This is a solid longing opportunity. And this is a good, if you were trading 0 DTEs, very nice risk reward to the upside. But we're not entering. I'm just giving out, you know, what should be happening in the market. If you have a smaller account, or if you're unsure about stuff like that, if I say that I'm entering positions as a hedge, don't even bother, I guess, entering because the overall direction is my main trade. Yeah. So like I said, this was a textbook beautiful longing opportunity on the NASDAQ. It had every opportunity. Basically, the reason for that is because we made drastic lows. We made a high. We made a complete low. We bounced off that low, came, retraced, and essentially created a bull flag. Held this support multiple times, and this was the candle that I said was a very good longing opportunity. And this move that we got, easy 15-20% to the long side. But now we're failing at resistance. 302.6, 302.3 is resistance. Big candle above it. Nice. Wow. Wow. They're not allowing this to close above 302.6. The market's starting to act very quickly. At this point, you could go short on the SPY or the IWM because we're right at VWAP. You could go short with VWAP as a stop loss. And that's what many other people are doing. We're close to resistance on the SPY and the IWM. People are going short. And that's translating much heavier into the NASDAQ. This is pretty interesting weakness. If we get a close below 301, this could, all right, I want to see this go 200%. That would be nice. Minty green, you lost some serious money today. You are very late to the stream, my brother. Get on time next time. Make it here on time, and then you'll see who made money, who didn't make money. Set an alarm for 9:25. Make sure that you're here at 9:30. You can make money with us. I go live every day, every morning, and we do this completely for free. The only person on the internet going live, explaining minute by minute, sitting here in front of a screen, doing this, explaining everything like this completely for free. And it's working out really, really well. Lots of people made a crap ton of money already today. So congratulations to everybody. And yeah, man, I just hope the best for everybody here. Like, I just, you know, I don't I want everyone to eat and do well. Wow, the market it's showing another, this is another longing opportunity with a 301.3 stop loss with whatchamacallit, the 0 DTEs, but the last two times we didn't get an aggressive close above resistance. The 50 SMA on the 1 minute has just been clearly acting as resistance, and the VWAPs on the SPY and the IWM has been acting as resistance. So yeah, so for everyone who just tuned into the stream, we're holding on to NASDAQ puts. And we're currently holding on to runners on the NASDAQ puts. And unless I say that I'm entering or buying, then all of these different arbitrary, oh, this is a good long opportunity, this is a good shorting opportunity, those are just for you to take into account. And for you to also like see what I'm looking at. Because it's important to understand what other people are looking at in the market. And if the market is giving a very, very, say for example, the market gave a very bullish setup and that bullish setup didn't work, then that shows that bears are in control. So it's very, very important to monitor that minute by minute. And I'm doing that with you guys here over live stream, and we're looking at the minute by minute candles together. So it's working out. So I hope you guys are learning and understanding what I'm looking at. So in the future, you guys won't even really need me. You know what I mean? Like you guys could trade on your own. You guys could see, oh, this is a point where Hamu would go long. This is a point where Hamu would go short. Okay, let me take a nice little quick scalp with some contracts. Oh, wow, the contracts are up $15 each. All right, I'm going to sell and go back to the beach. You know, so that is the ideal situation. The more good-hearted people in the world with money, the better the world is going to be. Everyone is hurting in some way, shape, or form. Many people are dealing with a lot of different things that we don't even know. That some people don't even talk about what they're going through. But if I can sit here and help people make an extra few dollars without them having to do crap, then that's a great way to live for me. Yeah, I'd be very, very shocked to see them bring it lower. I mean, 301.56 is still acting as a major resistance. We can see that there's a lot of choppiness going on. We didn't get a close above this level of resistance. So right now, immediately, right? 301 is basically low of day. But immediately on the 1 minute chart, this is a very abnormally weak bear flag. It should be bouncing, but it's not because the overall momentum of the market is weak. The market flipped from green to red. Jeez. All right. We wicked to low of day. Obviously, it's not safe to try to buy dips just yet. It would just be trying to catch a falling knife. Damn, this is scary. This is scary weakness. But the scarier they make the weakness, the only time in history where we didn't bounce extremely strong in history, right, with the Bollinger Bands, the only time we didn't bounce, contracts are up 107%. Damn, bro. If we get a solid close below 301, it's gonna be great. But we just wicked. Let's get a close below low of day. And then let's get a close below 300.64. Let's get a close below those levels, and then we can see this hit 200%. 300. This is up almost 120% now, so we're sitting at very, very major support. 300.64 is very, very major support. This is up almost 120%. We're up almost 130%. What the fudge is happening, man? This is so weak. This is absolutely so weak. It makes... I don't care. I don't care what it makes sense. Oh my god. All right, these are up. All right, these are up almost 150%. All right, so the next level that we need to break is 300. Obviously, this is a very, very psychological level of support. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to buy into calls for about 2 weeks out and scaling in. I don't care if this doesn't work out. I'm buying QQQ at the money 302 calls and a mixture of at the money and out of the money. So I'm going to be looking at 302 calls down here at 300, and I'm also going to be looking at 308, 310, 312. I'm going to be scaling into longer term calls here. There's no point of getting aggressively bearish to the downside here now. We're sitting at major levels of support. You guys should be taking profits, but I'm scaling into longer term calls now. You could get 2 weeks out to be safe. You can buy September 7th if you're more aggressive, but I believe that there should be a bounce happening in the market by Thursday close. So any of these drops now that we see, say for example, the NASDAQ falls back down to 390, the 295, for example, 296, 297. If we continue falling below 300, I'm going to continue scaling into longs. With those longs, you can either have a 10% stop loss and continue trying to catch the dips, but I am not really going to do that. I'm scaling it. These are going to be considered like I'm throwing money at this, and I expect the market to sort of bounce. So I'm not really going to be too aggressive on my position sizes, but I'm also not going to be too precise with my stop loss in terms of percentage. Does that make sense? So I have pretty high conviction that we can go higher. In history, there has been 72 times when all right. But yeah, so basically there's been 72 times in history when the NASDAQ opened and closed outside of the lower level of the Bollinger Band. There's only been 2 instances in history where we continued falling lower and we just didn't bounce at all. But every single time, so there to the equivalent of by Thursday, so by tomorrow, every single time, except those 2 instances out of the 72, have been a strong bounce. So now is the time, in my opinion, to start scaling into longs. For that reason, if we continue falling lower, that's fine, but these call opportunities are there statistically for us. And of course, we're still holding on to runners. So now if we close below 300, any sort of cascading weakness of like huge red candles is a very good opportunity for a scalp long. Let me make the screen lower. Contracts are up 150%. Let's get 200%. Let's get 200%. Let's get 200%. I'm really sorry I'm not responding or looking at the chat, guys. Made my account 10% for the day. I'm done. Just watch now. Nice. Do you add calls on the bottom of the B band of the bands and vice versa? No, that's not safe. This is the 1 minute chart. Looking at the Bollinger Bands on a 1 minute chart is not always going to be as accurate as it is looking at it and using it on the daily. Contracts up 160%. 160%. Alrighty. Yeah, there's so much that's been said. I can't even scroll up that high. 170%. 170%. This is why trading is just a math game. There's going to be plays where it doesn't work out and you take smaller losses, but it's very important to have more bullets in the chamber. That's why having an amazing income, regardless of what it is, just having some sort of income to continue adding to your account. If this is what you want to continue doing, if you want to be a full-time trader, but you're trading with a smaller account, smaller losses hurt much more because it hits into your buying power. But if you have a stable income coming in, you can continue taking these trades. If they don't work out 5-10%, that's fine. But over time, trading is a math game. The majority of the trades, if you're making them and if they're correct, you can make a lot of money consistently every single day. And you don't need to be 100% right all the time. That's the beauty of trading. All right, let me read. Yeah, the first message that I can see is by Casey, stuck in a meta play. I'm down bad. Ryan, how are you down bad, brother? Yo, if this bounces over the next 2 days, so say for example we can fall lower today, 100%, we can fall much lower, but the odds of us bouncing is now getting much higher. The lower we go, the odds of a bounce is much higher. So you do with that information what you want. I am buying these dips. You could buy them for 2 weeks out, give some comfort. If we don't get a bounce by Thursday after hours or Friday, then you can close out on these 2 week out calls. It won't be a huge burden to you because you got them out 2 weeks, but I'm scaling into 1 week out and 2 week out at the money and out the money QQQ calls. If we continue falling, that's great. We're going to sell this for 200%, God willing. But now is not the time to get aggressively short. But if we get cascading weakness to the downside, any sort of huge, oh my God, it's so weak. Those are good scaling and longing opportunities. So yeah, these September 6th, September 12th. If we fall down to maybe like 297, 298, I will buy into September 2nd calls. But yeah, overall momentum still very, very bearish. Me catching this bottom or trying to catch this bottom, you know, I don't want to. Basically, don't do this with the money that you're not willing to lose. That's it, period. But welcome to the dark side if you are trying to catch this bottom. And this could be a big, big, big week for us if this works out. But yeah, as we consolidate here, this is setting up for a very, very strong move to the downside, in my opinion. That'd be great for our 200%. But regardless, here is not the time to enter into now is not the time to enter into any puts, in my opinion. You have to wait for retests of resistance. And yeah, or wait for a close below low of day to enter with momentum. Yeah, this is good trading by us, in my opinion. This is good trading. Markets. NASDAQ is showing so much weakness. Can't even close above 300.14. 314 is a very important level. You guys are funny. You guys are very funny in the TikTok chat. You guys are funny people. All right. Okay. Yeah, very, very. All right, my man, we will appreciate everything you do for us. Maybe consider your own Discord as well. It allows your followers a chance to interact with you. I have a Discord. The link should be in the bio, or they're in my. The link to my Discord is in the channel description and everything. Wise, yes, Hamid is the real deal. Be here at 9:25 a.m. 8 good today. Hey Hamid, if possible, could you post a Twitch link on Discord? Yeah, I was a little late today. Sorry about that. I need to learn to accept 5 to 10% losses instead of letting it go to 50%. Ryan, yeah, like 100%. Like You should please, please, brother. This is a long-term game. Trading is an infinite game, my brother. As long as you have money, you can play the game. If you give up all of your money to try to be right all the time, then you're just going to have a battle with yourself. There's no point of trying to fight yourself when we're trying to beat the market. If we're wrong about a trade, you have to accept being wrong. Like, I'm streaming in front of you guys. You don't think that I want to be right about every single trade? You don't think that, like, oh wow, okay, like, you don't think it feels better if I just have a bunch of wins? Of course, but I could care less, because trading is literally, you have to be okay with losses. In life, you don't win at everything. You don't win every single time you play video games or sports or wherever, but losses are a part of it. Once you accept that losses are a part of it, then it takes pressure off of you. You don't need to always be correct about everything. It's okay. All right. Just found your channel. Thank you. Thank you. Legend for saying that. Yeah, you have no idea what people are going through. I'm depressed as full and just trying to get out the trenches. You got this, my brother. We're always here for you. Join the Discord. There's everybody in the Discord is a like-minded, awesome person. We are literally a family, bro. Like, literally, if anything is bothering us, if we're dealing with something, if we have trading habits we want to get over, there's a diverse community of people here, ranging from brand new traders that have been doing this for a long time. Really diverse and awesome community. I would really recommend you joining the Discord. And yeah, man, it'd be great. It would be great to have you, 925 Markets. Make sure your diet is on point. Make sure your exercise is on point. Make sure you're getting enough sleep. And definitely, if you're not exercising and you're depressed, you should definitely be exercising, in my opinion. Yeah, but still big tech strong. I would love to have the contracts. Good job on you. SPY put today. I'm up 1,000%. Can you beat that? Ryan, I'm down 70%, bro. That 1,000%. That's pretty sick. Congratulations, brother. Actually, I'm up 10 million% now in less than a second. Here we go. Here we go. I'm trying to keep it together on camera. Meta 165, but 100%. Nice. Yes, love the gambling mentality. The Discord should, let me share the link in the Discord for so yeah, guys, if you guys are new to the stream so far, you guys, we're holding on to runner puts on our QQQ puts. They were up 160%. And now basically as we hit 300, we started scaling into September 6th and September 14th, 2 week out QQQ calls at the money and out the money. And my plan is, as we continue falling lower, I'm going to continue buying in. And my plan is that I am expecting a bounce to happen by Thursday. So sometime Thursday we should see a bounce. So that's either going to happen today or that's going to happen tomorrow. So if we end up not bouncing by tomorrow, then the longer term calls that we basically have are just going to be safe, and you guys could do that. But again, this is sort of like a risky play, but only enter with money that you're willing to lose. All right, sorry, let me post the Discord link in the bio. Yes, don't overstay your welcome. These trades. All right, there's that. All right, I hope this works. Link should work. Yeah. Ryan, you can't get afraid of getting stopped out. It is what it, why would you get afraid of trading? You can't get afraid of this stuff, man. There's no point. Stop trying to battle yourself. Stop trying to be right about everything. You know? The best traders in the world are not correct about everything that they do. And you have to stop trying to yeah, there's no point. Stop trying to be a perfectionist. It is what it is. You know, just live a comfortable life. Accept losses. Accept that losses are a part of the game. Why not change the puts with stop loss in the middle of this larger downtrend? We're holding on to runner puts, but we're scaling into 1 and 2 week out calls. And if we continue falling lower, we're going to continue buying into 1 and 2 week out calls. So depending on the contracts that you guys bought, down there at the bottom, you guys should be up a substantial amount as well. It was a pretty safe opportunity to go long down there, and it made sense. So I hope you guys understand my thought process behind trading in general. We made a huge move to the downside. Overall, my bias heading into today and tomorrow was basically I wanted to buy the dip. But instead of just trying to buy the dip every single play, we were holding on to puts. And the dips that we did buy were hedges as we were still holding on to the puts. And then we just saw the market just showing a lot of weakness, and it is what it is. Here we are. So yeah, I bought a plethora of different calls and everything as we fell. But these are all up 10, 15. So if you took and you aren't comfortable with gambling, it's not really gambling, but if you aren't comfortable being risky with your money, basically, it's still a solid trade. We basically caught the bottom on the market and we bounced. So this is still good. Pip Cartel, which broker is this? First time hearing about the instrument from South Africa. So this is tradingview.com. We're trading the NASDAQ 100. So we're trading the tech stocks of the US. So I'm not sure what brokerage you could use for South Africa, but internationally you could maybe use Interactive Brokers or Tastyworks. Maybe TD in your country, TD Ameritrade. But check it out, I'm not sure. All right, let me check this out. All right. Hey brother, do you use any fundamental analysis? Yes, of course. You need to use everything at the same time. You need to understand the macro environment. You need to understand what the dollar, the bonds, oil, what is going on with politicians, what geopolitical headwinds are being created, everything. So you need to put all of that together. That's a buy, definitely triple bottom and breakout. Just sell and call it a day. This is the 1 minute time frame. This is the 1 minute time frame. The market is moving slowly because we had a very, very big move to the downside, and now imagine waves crashing against like a wall. As the waves hit the wall, it's going to sway a lot, and then it takes some time for the waves to level out. So that's what we're seeing right now. We're seeing the wave of momentum to the downside try to level itself out, and that's what we're doing here. I'm not Persian. I am Pakistani and brown. But we're all the same people, man. We're all in the same area, and regardless, we're all human. We all have similar cultures are different, but we all have similar lives. We all have similar needs. We all just want to live better lives, make money, get things for the people we love. That's what we do. I'm still holding on to these puts. I want to see 200%. It's 11:30. Let's see a break of low of day, and then ideally another break of if we can break 299.50, then I want to see some cascading weakness down to 290. So these are going to be the main levels on the NASDAQ. 299.50, 298.30, and then there's a lot of support around like 297. So then 297.70-ish would be the next level down there. But there is a lot of room to the downside below 299.50. So just keep that in mind. The NASDAQ is failing to close above the 50 SMA on the 1 minute. Whiplash, just send me a message. It's not that serious. Whiplash. Brown goat. I've been holding puts for 3 days. Nice. Beautiful. That's why we bought the dip. That's why we bought this little bottom here. If we can continue to hold above 301, this is very, very bullish. This is the first candle that seems like we're closing above the 50 SMA since this morning. So back at like 10 a.m., we've been closed below this moving average for quite some time. Now that moving average is currently at 300.75. So this is the first close above that. This is the first 1 minute close above that level since early morning. An hour and a half. So yeah, this is basically, just imagine the waves crashing and just making its way to stabilize. This isn't an automatic longing opportunity. So don't go long here. The overall momentum, guys, you have to keep an open mind. The overall momentum is still bearish. Do not get overly excited and, oh, green candles, let me go all in long. It's not the time for that. It was the time to get long down here when we were scaling into longs. You could go long now, but ideally it would make more sense for a retest of support before you go long, because they can just bring it right back down. So be very, very careful. If they bring it, because we're still holding on to the runner puts, and I want these to hit 200%. So I'm telling you from the perspective of a bear, we basically don't want this to close above 301.7. Ideally 302. But any of these moves to the upside is still a good shorting opportunity. And especially because the SPY and the IWM are still trading below their VWAPs. The IWM is right at a VWAP now. And the SPY is also major support or major resistance. The NASDAQ is sitting here at major resistance as well, 301.56. So it's the same levels all day. But yeah, guys, depending on what contracts you bought, if you got into the super out of the money contracts, those are up really nicely. And yeah. Hey Jay, thank you so much for responding to Whiplash. Yeah, 100%. Just send me a message. It's not that serious. So bulls ideally want to retest back down to 300.64, 300.60, 300.70, that area. That's where people would be more comfortable to go long. This is just because we had a big green candle. People want a retest of support. Now, if we don't get that retest of support, so look, very simply now, if we don't come back down to 300.6 around this area here, let me go ahead and we don't get a retest of this level here, right there, right? And we continue and make a new high above, that is going to be very, very bullish for the short term. So just keep that in mind. What indicators do I use? So this is the Bollinger Band. I use the VWAP. I use the RSI and the MACD. And I also use the 10, 50, and 200 simple moving averages. All of this on a 1 minute chart. So yeah, this is now we're good. Now we're just waiting and letting things play out. Jake, how do you change your background chart color on TradingView? You right click, and there has to be something about settings. I forgot how to do this. Yeah, you just go to settings, right click settings, and then you can change the color for everything. I only try to enter trades I have strong conviction in, and ironically, the last 2 days I haven't. If I would have done so, I'd be from 5K to 22K between the last 2 days, but I keep missing the false rips. You have to be willing to make mistakes. If you are wrong on a trade, you have to make sure that you set a defined loss, and losses are okay because you can end up seeing that the more shots you take, eventually you're going to make one in. Best advice I could give is to trade the extremes, as in buy the lows and sell the highs, and don't do it in the middle. Take less trades to the bank. Yeah, so that works. When the market is so 100% that definitely works when the market is acting. The market is acting more choppy and range bound. Then it's much more safer to buy calls at support and basically buy puts at resistance. But when there's a lot of momentum, you can easily buy calls on the breaks of highs, and then we can see substantial follow through to the upside. And similar, like we can, if the market is not range and choppy bound, you can buy puts as support levels break. So it works both ways. It's nice. Nine six 300 QQQ call all in. You're up huge. If you're in all in, brother, then congratulations. Our calls are up really, really, really nicely. Depending on which calls you bought, they're all up huge. They're all up at least 15%. So congratulations. Nice. live inspired. You got a bomb ass community with the way you opened up like that, and nobody was disrespectful. Yeah, man, thank God. You guys, you guys are amazing people, man. Like I can't complain, man. Things are working out really, really nicely. Everyone just wants to learn. Everyone is an adult. It's a beautiful community. No one is trying to, everyone. There's no egos involved. That's the best. Hey Hamid, what is the TA videos you recommended? I forgot. So go to YouTube and type in informed trades. Informed trades. There should be a 77 video long YouTube playlist. It's a beginner's guide to technical analysis. So I would recommend you watch that course 2 times. Informed trades. KJP, what's your advice on hesitation? One second, sorry. Yeah, so what's your advice on hesitation? There's no time for it. There's no time for hesitation. Like, it's just a waste of time. Don't hesitate. Just do it. If it doesn't work out, learn from it. Stop looking at losses as a, oh my God, if I lose, then you have to look at where this hesitation stems from. So for me personally, so I had this problem a little bit. It wasn't a huge problem, but I still had this problem. So initially when I first started trading, I would attribute every single trade to my intellect. So I was like, okay, if this trade doesn't work out, then subconsciously I was thinking, damn, I'm stupid. I can't believe this worked. I mean, I can't believe this didn't work. I'm such an idiot. Oh my God, da 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 da. So you only get those feelings once you sell. If you hold on to the position and the position ends up going way past your stop loss, for example, and it goes, you're supposed to sell it at 10%. Say, for example, you sold it at, or you didn't sell it. You see it's going to 15, negative 15, negative 20, negative 30. And you're just telling yourself, oh my God. Then at that point, if you're not willing to sell, you start lying to yourself as a justification because you want to comfort yourself. So you can say, oh, the market is just so stupid. The market is wrong. Oh my God, this shouldn't be happening. The market is just so stupid. I don't even know what's happening on the market. Yeah, man. Oh, making money on the market. Oh, you could barely make money on the market. The market's so stupid. But that all stemmed from you just not accepting the fact that you're wrong about something. So the quicker you can accept being incorrect, the better life in general is, in my opinion. You stop taking things so seriously. You're way more open to learning. And I'm not saying that that's not how you are in life, but with me personally, that was exactly what happened. I had this problem not that hard, but it was still a problem. And once I just accepted the fact that, okay, like, I'm wrong. It's okay to be wrong. And then I stopped attaching my self-worth or my intellect or like my self-esteem to trading. I stopped I stopped you know, for example, if I had a really green day, I wouldn't think that I'm like the best, because if you do that, then if you have a really red day, then it's easy to go to the other extreme and be like, damn, I'm an idiot. So I kind of rambled, but I hope that made sense. There's no time for hesitation. Hesitation is a waste of time, and it's disrespectful to yourself. Why would you want to disrespect yourself and be hesitant about something? Take the shot. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Move on to the next play. Darkness has fallen. Are you ever going to go full time on live? No, maybe not. Maybe. I have a lot of things that I do, so I try to schedule everything after live. But yeah, I wouldn't be able to focus 100%. So when I get time to focus 100% on trading, and especially being able to like respond to you guys and give you guys ample time as well, then I'll do it. But at the moment, I don't have the time for it. Click on the colored circle in the up. Is there any Labor Day still? Maybe. That could happen. We could get a sell-off heading into Friday. That is very possible. Elon caught the bottom perfectly at 300, 9-2 expiration. Nice. That's beautiful. Yeah, because all of these contracts are up 20% now. Yeah, congratulations to everyone who bought the bottom. If you guys bought calls at the bottom, go ahead and drop a 1, because I think now like this is a really tangible, really awesome. We're $1.50 from the lows. If you bought any calls, I was telling you guys to scale into 1 week or 2 week out calls. If you had gotten into those, you'd be up big. And if you got into the 0 DTEs, you would be up at least 50%, at least 50-60%. So if you guys made money, go ahead and drop a 1 in the chat on these calls if you guys made money and if you bought the calls. I hope someone bought the calls, man. I really hope someone bought the calls. You should put that phrase on a t-shirt. Very nice. 100% best trading community. Yep. They're all short videos and straight to the point video. Yep. Yeah, I'm glad you like it. End of the month rotation happens close to the end of the month and early into the next month usually. Salam, brother. New to this channel. Salam. Welcome. Welcome, sir. This takes a lot of time every day. You are very generous. Thank you. Nah, I mean, it's fun. Thank you. You're very generous. 1. Not enough ones. Is everyone eating lunch? There's not enough ones right now. I was very adamant and explained very clearly to buy calls at the dip. I was telling you guys it is not the time to get into puts. We had a very aggressive move to the downside. I specified that it was time to get calls. So we should have bought calls all the way down here. So we should be. I should be seeing more ones. So it'd be great if you guys can drop some more ones. That's not enough. This is not normal. This is not normal. Nice. One's on TikTok. Anyone? One. One. Nice. All right. Now we got some ones. We got a 2 and a 3. Very nice. All right. Nice. Nice. Very nice. All right. How do you interpret this such low level of volume right now? So basically, with low volume, we can continue going in the overall direction of whichever direction we were going with the low volume. Bottom calls, Maze, NYC Chess Kid, Ray, Brad, $1,045 plus 9%. Perfect. That's it. What more do you want? This is beautiful. Bought calls here light. Looks like the market is trying to repeat yesterday. I'd be careful because now is you have to realize that like we're consolidating at resistance once more. And we saw earlier in the day we were consolidating at resistance, and the longer it takes to break above resistance, the riskier it is. So just be careful. Wise, did you ever backtest the 1348 EMOs? I have it pinned in a chat. There are so many different indicators and different things that I have to backtest, but I want to do it when I have like proper time to do it. Their mission sent me a bunch of different indicators, but I want to really dive in, and I haven't had a time to dive in. So I didn't want to not give proper time. So the indicators that I'm using, MACD settings. All right, so basically I use the 3, 10, 16 MACD settings. They're faster acting and they're more sensitive. So I use the 3, 10, 16 instead of the normal MACD setting. And I use the RSI. I use the 10, 50, and 200 simple moving averages. And I also use the VWAP and the Bollinger Band. Nice ones. All right. When do we sell the calls? If you live in the West, when do we sell the calls? So obviously you sell this according to your risk tolerance and everything like that. But I am expecting a big move heading into tomorrow. So even if we fall, so me personally, guys, so all of your calls at the moment, all of them are up at least 20-30%. 100, they have to be up at least 20-30%, regardless of what you bought. We caught the bottom very nicely. These have to be up for you guys. So at this point, if you don't want to risk your position, now is a good time to take some profits and leave runners. 100%. All right, because we caught puts on the way down, and now we're catching calls on the way up. You can sell out some of these calls and continue holding, for a break-even stop loss, or keep it within profit to remain like above 15% profit. You can do that, but I am expecting much higher prices, so I'm going to be much more aggressive with these calls. It's worth it in my opinion, because I'm going to be holding a week and 2 week out calls, and then if we fall to like 298 and below, then I'm going to most likely grab some weeklies. That should be fun. If you live in the West Coast, then it's much harder to wake up than people from the East Coast. I wanted to move to I actually wanted to move to the West Coast, maybe LA, or somewhere in Phoenix. Basically, you'd wake up at 6:30, be done with the trading day by 1 p.m. Go live life, go swimming, Go to the beach. So yeah, that's what I always wanted to do, but yeah, not anymore. I think the lack of ones was people who ate heavily off puts and practicing risk management. Yeah. I hope so. That'd be great. Thanks, brother. Up 40% on my 9-2 calls. Easy. Easy, man. Good job. You can see that the NASDAQ is currently in an uptrend. And obviously, if that uptrend breaks, people are going to try to short it. And then the levels of support at 301.5 and 300.6 are going to be very, very important. That's where people are going to re-enter long. So I'd be very, very careful about going aggressively long here. Do not go aggressively long as we're continuing up here. I'd be very, very careful. Because this is setting up for a nice, solid little flush back down to support. All right? So just be careful. Do not tell me crap. These contracts are up very, very big for you guys. So I'm telling you personally that I'm being a bit more aggressive because I can afford to do it. If you guys have like smaller accounts and you guys are just trying to gamble and become rich overnight, it doesn't work like that. You guys are up very, very heavily on these calls. Take profits regardless of how much higher it goes. Take profits, leave runners to remain above your break-even price so that you can remain above profit. Period. So you have to, not every play is going to be a home run. You have to take base hits. All right. Look, I'm bull flagging off the low, but I'm also expecting rejection again. Yeah. If this uptrend basically breaks, and it looks like it is, we can see some weakness. But then we have to see if those levels of support hold. We didn't listen. 406 close. Something like that. We might see a face ripping rally. Yeah, we might, but it's not something worth betting the house on, obviously. But it made sense to take longs at support. Sorry. Made sense to buy calls all the way down here as we did. We bought calls at support and we bounced. So working out really well. So yeah, at this point in terms of price action, it can still go either way. We can break low of day, and the NASDAQ is, the NASDAQ and the SPY need to close above VWAP, and we can see the IWM is trading at VWAP, but the VWAP is acting as major resistance still on the SPY, and the NASDAQ VWAP is all the way at 302.4. So we still have a long ways to go before this plays out to be more bullish. SPY is knocking right at resistance here on the VWAP. Basically 399, 398, 90. So major resistance. MACD settings are 3, 10, 16. You'll be homeless in LA. Come to Sacramento. Come to Orange County, California. Very nice. Bro, living on the West Coast is such a drag, especially in Cali. The taxes, yeah, taxes are the issue. More expensive, but yeah, I was just thinking in terms of like centering your life basically around trading as your occupation. That would be done by 1 p.m. and that's cool. You think shorting opportunities are solid right now? Yeah, you can go short the SPY right now with a 399 stop loss. The 200 SMA and the VWAP are right above, right here on the SPY, and going short here is, it's a solid opportunity to go short on the SPY for that reason. So, yep. Yep. So the SPY puts would have, that big candle that we see on the SPY. Well, this is the NASDAQ, but the SPY candle, that was a quick 10% at least. So now basically if you took that SPY short, you should sell and basically hold runners for 398.6 as a stop loss. But as you can see, there are opportunities to go long and short almost all day, unless the market is choppy. But yeah, man, like, as long as you guys eventually understand what I'm looking at, then you guys can apply your trades and everything alone, and that would be really exciting. You can literally take what I'm doing here, you can apply it to any security, any time frame, and just trade based off of that anywhere in the world. I'm in Australia. It's 2 a.m. here. Oh, man. Mary Newland. Welcome from Australia. Nice. I hope you're making money. I hope it was worth being up this late for you, Mary. Taking profit and leaving runners is probably your greatest strategy. Thank you. Still above 20 EMA, and 302-ish is resistance. Yeah, but VWAP is still acting as major resistance for the SPY. If the SPY can break above VWAP, then the next target to the upside is going to be VWAP for the NASDAQ, which is around 302.30. But the SPY's VWAP is much closer. So just look at how that's responding. if I can just hit 30% and be consistent, I would genuinely be happy with that. 30% of a dollar and 30% of 30% is still a lot. To consistently hit 30% starting off is it's not always going to be sustainable. What is more sustainable is 10%. 10% is a much more comfortable target that you can easily make either to the upside or the downside. So yeah, just be more conservative and look for base hits instead of trying to get home runs. Brother, welcome to California. Well, California, I went to San Jose for work and I was grocery. Comes to the Bay Area. Sacramento is very affordable compared to the rest of Los Angeles. Yeah, I'm on the West Coast. It's cool to be done by 1. Although waking up at 6 is no fun. LA is too much traffic and unfriendly people. Arizona is too hot and conservative. San Diego is nice. I've heard a lot of good things about San Diego. I've heard a lot of good things about San Diego. Waking up at 6 is no fun. Yeah. Yeah, that's the issue. Trying to do everything that I usually do in the morning. According to like California time, I would need to wake up at like 1 a.m. So yeah, I don't think that's sustainable. Because here, I wake up around 3 to 4. So in LA, I would be up at like midnight, and I would go to sleep at like 7. So yeah, I don't think that would work. As soon as you said short SPY, giant red candle. Yeah. Yep. There's opportunities to go short, like literally, opportunities to make money, literally all the time. What about statistics that you shared? It's supposed to be bullish. Yeah, so that's why I scaled into longer term calls at the bottom here at 300, because I saw the market already made it made a huge move to the downside already. So it made sense to me to scale into longs down here. And we grabbed those longs and it worked out. 111 on SPY puts. Oh, nice. You took the SPY puts. Nice. Oh, perfect. That's awesome. Nice, man. Yeah. That's cool. I'm glad you took those. Very nice. What about, oh, sorry. If QQQ SPY open below Bollinger Band, it must be bullish. We didn't open below the Bollinger Band today. We opened below it on Monday. I sold those light calls for 9% profit. I sold those for 9% profit for this downturn. Easy money. Nice. Perfect. Do you take any trades? Yeah, so we're holding on to put runners and we're holding on to 1 week and 2 week out QQQ calls. Have you traded the futures? I am sort of hesitant to try to get into futures aggressively, so I don't. Waking up early sucks, but ends at 10 a.m. in Hawaii. Wow. Damn. So yeah, man, you'd have to live like a night owl. That's different. San Diego is more conservative than Arizona. Yeah, I personally have no idea. I have no clue about whether a town or a city is blue or red. I just know that California is blue, and I thought that Arizona was a Republican state. I'm not sure, man. I have no idea. How much hope on breaking resistance right now? Not a lot. Not a lot. Not a lot. I'm still expecting a flush to 300.64. That's why I'm saying, guys, like, all of these calls are still up well over 20%. So definitely take some profits. Contemplating SPY puts at the moment. I don't see this rally is legit. I understand. Yeah, it makes sense. And we can easily break down below 300. Very, 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 very easily. Any thoughts on winning 2 out of 10 for 10x reward? That sounds good. I'm not sure. 19% on SPY putties. Nice, man. Congrats. S&P might retest support. Let me read the TikTok messages. Sorry about this. Beautiful. Wow. A lot of messages. What are you guys saying bull trap? Why are you guys saying bull trap, man? It doesn't matter whether it's a bull trap or a bear trap. If we bought these calls down here, the calls are up huge. So regardless of whether it's a bull or a bear trap, we're taking money to the bank. So it could care, you know, it doesn't matter. Calls on QQQ are a bad bet, man. Oh, this was a later message. Sorry. Only be long. When did you say this? Sir? But yeah, basically the only time in history where we didn't get a substantial bounce was May of 2006. Every other time we showed this much weakness on a daily chart for the NASDAQ in terms of overextensions to the downside, there has been a huge bounce within 2 to 3 days after it happening. So it happened on Monday. 70 out of 72 times we bounce very, very heavily by Thursday. So that's why I'm getting into, that's why as we fell to 300, those puts were up 160%. That's why we got into calls. Because I have statistically, 70 out of 72 times we have a good bounce heading into Thursday. If that works, fine. If it doesn't work, that's also fine. But right now, the calls that we bought are up over 20, 25%, 30%, depending on which ones you bought. And definitely, they're up over 50, 60% if you bought the 0 DTEs. The MACD indicator is 3, 10, 16. Some YouTube traders charge $49 to show them how to trade. It's good, man. As long as they're teaching good stuff, then good for them. I hope it works out. QQQ looks like it's going to run hard one way or another. Bands tightening, yeah. I realize the market is made up of winners and losers. Since I am more of a consistent loser by my doing, but there is a power in that since I am the one doing the action. Therefore, I can. Absolutely. So you should definitely get a trading journal and document every single buy entry and every single sell entry, and document in detail why you enter and exit. Maybe even take a screenshot of the trade on like the chart so that you can see it better. Put it on like a 1 minute or a 3 minute, depending on the chart that you're trading. Put a screenshot. Be as detailed with your analysis and your trading journal as possible, and you're only doing yourself a favor. You'll be helping yourself. RSI indicators settings. Sorry, my brain got all messed up when you first said this on Twitch. Sorry, TJ. No, don't worry about it. No, so Kai, the RSI settings are just the normal RSI on TradingView. There's nothing else special about it. Satellite. Hey, just curious. Do you allocate any portion of your portfolio buying and holding stock? Have you bought any stock this year, or just strictly options trading? So personally, I am much more aggressive in my portfolio, especially my longer term portfolio. So really, I don't really have a retirement account or anything really like that. My long-term portfolio is mainly crypto that I've just been holding. And if I see something, my most longer term positions aside from the crypto is if I see like overall bearishness or overall bullishness, then I'll buy something 6 to 12 months out. But then there's also plays where I like to get a lot more room. So I would buy contracts a year or two out. But aside from that, I currently put myself in a position personally where I get to be very, very aggressive with everything. And that's basically how I personally manage my portfolio. But everyone is in different circumstances. Now with the 2-year bonds over 3.35%, you're playing with fire, fighting the Federal Reserve and end to QE. Yeah, no, 100%. But a trade is a trade, man. A trade is a trade. People made over 40-50% on this. So yeah, it was worth getting into. We bought in at a very, very safe portion. We got into very, very safe right at support. We were holding on to puts, played the puts to the downside, then we got into calls, and now the calls are up. So a trade is a trade, man. What do you think about prop firm without evaluation? I'm not sure what you mean by that. But yeah, essentially, if you guys are still trading, and definitely, I mean, I don't see how this wouldn't have been a pretty good day now. I'm sure everyone made money. I'm sure you guys are having a nice little lunch right now. And yeah, make sure if you guys are on TikTok, make sure to click on the live, follow me. I go live on TikTok, Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, everything all at the same time. So you guys should definitely follow me if you aren't already. Like the stream, subscribe to my YouTube. Make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube, and follow me on Twitch. Do all that good stuff. And yeah, it's almost 12:30. I have to leave. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. I hope you guys made money. I hope you guys learned something. Even if you didn't make any money, I hope you guys understood why I do what I do. Some days are going to start out choppy. Not every day is going to be an automatic 100% winner at the onset. But trading is a numbers game. The more money you have and the more bullets you have in the chamber, the more chance that eventually it works out. So that's why capital management and risk management is very, very important. And with that being said, I hope you guys have an amazing day. Oh, what the hell? Hugo, thanks for the balloons. Thanks, man. Thank you guys for the likes. Thank you guys for following. Welcome. And yeah, man, I'm gonna head out. Love you guys. Hope you guys have an amazing day. And I will definitely see you guys very, very soon. I'm going to make the YouTube video tonight or later on as well. So it should be a very, very interesting next few hours is all I have to say. So yeah, have a good one. Thank you, John. Good luck to you as well. Good luck to everybody. I hope you guys make money. All right.